All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Always, always, always. Hydrate, right? Hydrate. It's important. What's going on, man? I hope you're all having a great day. I had to come on today because today's kind of a big day for me. And I just kind of need to share it with y'all because I think it's important. And I call this big life changes little steps for a couple reasons. One is that 4 years ago today, I made a, well, actually, yeah, it would be today. I made a big decision after a day of stupidity. And I'm going to call it that, even though I'm not a big fan of saying I'm stupid. I did something that was really dumb. And I paid a big price for that mistake. And I hurt myself, but I didn't hurt anybody else. And that's a blessing. And because of that, I woke up the morning of July 16th, 2017, realizing that I had made a huge error in my life and that I needed to make some changes. Now, here's the neat part. I was already in the midst of beginning my changes, right? Because we all know about that. Because on my birthday, I decided I was going to get healthy that year. That was the year I started our program 4 years ago. June 4th, I started getting healthy. But I didn't give up drinking because I told myself I could control that. What's up, Wardy? I can control that. I got this. And Joan will tell you a story about I got this later, but so occasionally I would go out with Joan and I would have a drink while we were eating dinner. And then she decided to go on a sister vacation with her sister and left me home unattended, which is probably never a good idea. Now it's not so bad, but then it wasn't a really good idea. And I got out of control with my drinking. And again, back to what I said earlier. So I woke up the morning of the 16th in pain, looking back and realizing that I could not control myself. I wasn't controlling myself. No, I'm going to take that back. Not that I couldn't control myself, because there were times I was. But in that aspect of my life, I was out of control. Totally out of control. And I made a decision. And I didn't tell Joan my decision until she got back from her trip. I just told her I was fine, which I was. I hurt, but I was fine. Emotionally, beat up. Financially, fine. But reality was that there was part of my life I wasn't in control of. So I made a decision based on what I learned doing this program that we do, that I was not going to have another drink. I like to call it my switch. Joan is amazed by the fact that I can do it. But here's the thing. I have an addictive personality. So when people talk to me about addiction and they call it, or they blame, like I just had a conversation with a young lady this morning about it, and God bless her for what she's going through, and I hope that her life gets better very quickly. Decisions, guys. But we have to make a choice about what we're doing to ourselves. Addiction, while it harms other people, isn't really necessarily something that we even know that we're doing. That's the weird part. And after I stopped drinking was when everybody came out of the woodwork and said to me, man, we were about ready to do an intervention on you. You were out of control. And I get why they didn't say anything. That's the interesting part for me. I mean, I think that show Intervention glorified interventions, but here's the thing: it's hard to do. It's hard to tell somebody, "Hey, man, you're screwing yourself up." Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to know that. It's not how our brain is wired. We would immediately get defensive and call everybody crazy. Prove it to you. When you were younger and you wanted to tell somebody that their boyfriend or their girlfriend was cheating on them, would you do it? And if you did they believe you? It took them a while. They might have been hurt. They might have told you to get lost. You're not my friend anymore, whatever. Right? Nobody really, truly likes to hear the truth. That's a scary thought, because how many of us tell our friends, just tell me the truth. I want to know the truth. Do we? And I faced my truth that day, because I hesitate to say I'm blessed, because I'm not blessed necessarily. I'm blessed because I'm here. But if I was blessed, I would have avoided the situation completely. I was taught a lesson, is more the way I look at it. And I think maybe that's something we don't see enough in our lives, is that things, I'll use a term we use in the firehouse, and yeah, it's a curse, sort of. Shit happens. And when it does, oftentimes it's things that we bring on ourselves. We're our own worst enemies, and we blame everyone else for our problems. And I was doing that, that's for sure. My boss sucked. My job sucked. I could go on. But the only thing in my life that didn't suck was Joan, and I was screwing that up till I straightened out. So here's what I'm trying to say. You can change your life, but you have to make decisions. And you can't make big, bold leaps, because guess what happens when you make a big, bold leap? You extend yourself too far, you get scared, and you go back to where you were. You have to take steps. You have to take the steps, right? There is no elevator to success. It's an old cliche. There is no elevator to success. There are steps, and you have to take them. Just like alcoholics go to AA. How many steps are there, right? I'm an alcoholic. I kind of did it in a couple steps, but it wasn't necessarily all the steps they did. There's a lot more involved with AA, and it's a good program. And believe it or not, if you were to run the AA program and our program side by side, we do for food what they do for alcohol. That simple. We do for food what they do for alcohol. So today's the day, guys. 4 years. 4 years. And 4 years and 1 month from getting healthy. About this time last year, I was down about, I'm going to say 12 pounds, maybe 13. I have to look back, but which isn't bad considering I was drinking the whole time. But by the end of that run, I was down 52 pounds. I'm still down 52 pounds. I go crazy every week exercising. And unfortunately, my bursitis is kicking back up again. So the bicycle's coming off the list of things to do. The kayaking stays, but I'm not going to kayak 6 days a week. That's not going to happen. 3 days a week is good. So it's all about choices, man. It's all about choices. And if you decide you wanted to get healthy and learn how to do it with support, because guess what? That's the best way. One of the beautiful things I love about our program is that we have this community of people who are all doing the program. And when they have a bad day, guess what? They go in and they say, I'm having a bad day. And everybody says, hey, man, I've had days like that. I've been down that road. And that, built into the system, is probably one of the best things that can happen. So, guys, have a great summer. I'll be back on the next week sometime. I just wanted to jump on and celebrate today, because today it's a big day, man. It's a big day for me. 4 years. I love it. And I gotta tell you something. I don't miss it. I can go to a bar right now and not have a drink. Not even think about it. It's weird. That's why I didn't think about it till just now that it was 4 years. I was sitting here reading the book and I went, hey, wow, it's the 16th. Holy Christmas. Today's the day. I didn't even think about it, which is pretty unique. And here's the thing. Not thinking about it means I'm not dwelling on it, which means it's not a problem for me. Think about that. Ooh, there was just a bolt of lightning out there. So we got a thunderstorm coming in again. You guys have a great day. Celebrate yourself. Take care of yourself. And if you want to get healthy, let us know, because we will certainly show you the path to lifelong health. And I'm loving it. All right, guys. Stay well.